Hey guys, I hope you're having a really good morning. I woke up not feeling so great. I don't know what's going on. I have like a sinus thing, headache, throat, all the stuff. So I'm trying to kick it, just taking it a little bit easier today. I did make dough already this morning. We're gonna have to bake today, the normal routine. But I want to talk to you guys about a few things. One thing is a planner. I just grabbed this one from Walmart. I like a really big planner that I can write a ton of notes in. And I don't really have like a specific brand. I just find something that's big enough where I can literally jot down everything that's going on. So this has been something that I don't even think I've ever talked about like how important a planner is for my life. We run a farm, so that's one thing. I do a lot of social media content. I do mom stuff, so meal preps, all that. We try and eat as healthy as possible. And there is a huge difference between like finding or following a diet and eating whole foods. I've talked to a few people about this lately because I have always done like counting my macros. And I find sometimes that if I'm trying to follow that so strictly, that I have to supplement with things that aren't as good for me as far as like whole foods go, like certain protein powders or, things like that. And then you look at the ingredients and you're just not as happy with it. So that's something that like meal prepping and stuff like that is a little tricky when it comes to food. But one thing that I've incorporated in my day is AG1. AG1 is packed with 75 whole foods, minerals, all the things that you need. And the reason I started taking it was because I was really struggling with my energy levels. Like at 3 or 4 o'clock, I would feel so tired, so dead. And I was trying to take vitamins and like balance out my hormones. And my husband and I just decided like AG1 has been proven, like so many people say it's great. So let's give it a try. And so we started taking that and it's been a game changer. I've also noticed it helps a lot with my like gut health. So obviously sourdough is a huge part of our diet, which is great for your gut health. But adding AG1 into the mix has been so good. I felt like my bloating has just gone down tremendously. So I've actually partnered with them. I am part of their ambassador program. And this just happened last week. I share it all the time on Instagram. So I figured I might as well reach out and see if there's something that, I can benefit from because I already share it anyways. And so they offer a really great deal. If you guys use the link that's in my bio, you are going to get the best deal that you can with AG1. So you're going to get, your month supply of AG1, you're going to get 10 free travel packs. You'll get the container AG1 comes in, your shake bottle. You'll get a year supply of the D3K2 drops. And then you'll also get a 30-day supply of their Omega. So literally you can't get it better than that. I'm going to put a link down here. If you want to try it, just click the link. There is a 90-day back guarantee. Promise you won't need it. You're going to absolutely love it. But that's something that I've incorporated in my daily routine that's also helped. So when it comes to filling out my calendar or my planner, I like something that gives like a month overview. So here I have, it's just the entire month. This is February, so I'm kind of working a month ahead right now since February is right around the corner. Actually, it'll probably be February when this video comes out. But this also has weeks. So here we go. So it has like the week and then each day in the week. So I can easily go through and write down what I got going on this week, which really helps if you're struggling to figure out, what I need to get done on Monday for, prep, and then what I need to bake and package. Something like this where you can write it all out. You can look and see how your week is going to flow is going to be so helpful. There's also spots for like notes. I will link this exact planner in the description. So if you want something like this, it works. The only downside to this one, which I didn't even realize when I bought it, was it's not dated. So when you go through, Let me find it. You literally have to put on the dates for the tabs. You put on those yourself. And then when it comes to the months, you have to write it out. Now, the good thing about that is if you bought something that's already dated and it's already February, you're missing that whole first month is you don't use it anyway. So I just started this in February because I was using this planner. But the thing I don't like about this planner is that I don't have enough space. It's too small. I thought it was going to be big enough, but it's really not. It's too small, and I don't have enough space to like, this is all I get to write, and that just isn't good for me. So yeah, getting a planner, writing down exactly what you do is going to be so helpful. So today is Monday. I'll just kind of go through what I'm going to do today. On Mondays, I start first by waking up super early, and then I get dough going. It is crucial to start out your week ahead of time, especially if you're like me and you're delivering all throughout the week. It's really important that on Monday you are doing as much as you possibly can. So what I do on Mondays is I get a ton of stuff going. I get at least 30 to 40 loaves, dough for 30 to 40 loaves going. Usually even Sunday, I already prep stuff so that I can bake a little bit on Monday. And that just kind of helps me throughout the week. So this morning, got dough done and then took Colton to school. Right now, we are going through our planner, making sure everything for the week is written down. I am going to go do barn chores here in just a moment. And then we're going to go for a long run. That is going to be like 9 to 10 miles. So we're going to get that knocked out of the way. And then we are going to come back. We're going to turn on the oven. Actually, I'll probably turn on the oven before I even go for my run. So that way when I get back, ready to bake. And then we're going to probably grab a bite to eat and start some dough. So that is my plan for today. And that's how every day goes. I kind of write down the list of things that need to get done. And then we just knock them off as they go. I think it's really important that you also pencil in time for lunch, that you pencil in time for doing a workout if that's what you want to do, or if you want to journal, you want to do a sauna, pencil that stuff in so you get it done, because if not, you're just going to be working nonstop, and you don't want to do that. So I am going to grab a little bite because I know I'm going to get hungry on this run. I'm going to go turn the oven on, and then we're going to get ready to go on a run together. I'll take you guys with me. We're going to head out to the barn here in just a second before we do any of that. As you can tell, my brain is not focused today. I'm having a really hard time just struggle. Well, on the struggle bus today. Hopefully this run will help me clear out all that junk that's in my head. All right, so my kids tend to come down here sometimes and help me clean over the weekend. And I've noticed that I need to make sure everything is on the right temperature. And we're gonna just put them both on, and then the lights come on. See, it's on, and then I put these on the back. But my kids will come down here when I'm cleaning and they'll start playing with stuff. So I just gotta make sure that that's set at the right temperature. All right, it is time to get stuff into the oven. I showed you guys that I turned the oven on before I went for my run, and that was part of the reason why I cut my run short, was because I didn't want to leave it on while I wasn't here, to be honest. But you gotta do what you gotta do if you want to get all this stuff done, especially if you have a day without kids. You do your best to get everything done that you can. I'm throwing these on here now. This is the only order that I need to bake for today. And then we are going to start dough in probably an hour. I'm still waiting. My starter isn't quite there yet, so we still gotta wait on that. I think this is it. Cool. It's always good when it's a nice quick day. Mini plain, mini everything. And I get questioned all the time about scoring and how I score. So anything that is plain gets a classic wheat stock, and then anything that is a seasoning, whether that be like my honey oat, anything like that, that gets 5 slashes across, and that's just a way for me to know what is what. Anything that's an inclusion, so anything like my jalapeno cheddar, pepperoni, those all get 3 just big, giant slashes. Plain, again, gets the wheat stock, or that's just what I call it. I don't really know the technical name. I do dust a little bit more flour onto my plain just to give it a little bit more of that contrast when it's scored. I feel like I'm in like a jail workout outfit right now. In the winter, it's so hard to look cute when you're running because it's so stinking cold. Okay, so then these, even the minis, they get the same sort of scoring just because I like to keep it as consistent as possible. So you'll see here, these are obviously everything. So I just do 5 slashes, and someone commented on this sort of scoring and said, you know, when it bakes, you get bands that don't have anything on them. And I agree with that. I actually tried after that comment. I was like, oh my gosh, you know, like that's so true. And then I tried scoring just like one score down the middle. And when it opened up, I felt like you didn't get any of the seasoning. Like it wasn't much different. So I'm just keeping it with that until I find something different. You can obviously do whatever you want. There is a method to my madness. I know this oven very well, and anything that goes on this side of the oven should be plain or everything. That just cooks better on that side of the oven rather than putting anything that is like pepperoni on that side. Now sometimes depending on the like what I'm putting in, obviously I can't always do it that way, but I like to try and do it that way. And then I have mini, one of each, pepper, or one everything and one plain. And then mini pepperoni and jalapeno. And then 2 jalapenos. So this is for a wholesale customer. They do a half order on Mondays, and then they do a full order of this on Fridays. So it's kind of nice that it's split up. They're the only wholesale customer that I allow to have 2 pickups. Literally, it's right down the road. So, and they ordered enough that makes sense. They also get all of our eggs, so it makes it easy. And then I just put in water for about 15 seconds. And then we're going to set our timer for 30 minutes. I always use my Garmin. So if you are a runner, you probably are a Garmin person. So we do 30 minutes. And there she goes. It is time that I go take a shower and warm up. I'm actually really cold. I'm one of those people that after running gets super cold. Mainly because, this might be TMI, but my bra gets really wet from sweating. So yeah, it's kind of gross, but that's why I get so cold. So I have 30 minutes. I'm going to go jump in the shower. I probably will grab a bite to eat too. So don't mind my horrible handwriting, but this is my board. This is where I keep everything. I haven't filled out the last 2 wholesalers or my special orders yet. I'll do that today. But this is how I keep track of what I need to make. So I have cinnamon samples that need to go out to all of the stores this week, cinnamon roll samples, but I just put however many they need of each. And then as I form them, I check them off. And then as they come out of the oven and get bagged, I put a line through them because I'm done. I'm done with all of it. Once you see like a line going through all of these, and that's just kind of my way of like checks and balances. All right, we have about 5 minutes. I just got out of the shower until the bread needs the back taken off of the oven. So it is the beginning of February when this video comes out. So right now it's January 27th, but something really important is happening. And that is we have to start thinking about our garden. So in the past, I've done a lot of garden videos, some garden tour videos. I'm going to be very honest with you guys. I am not the best gardener. One thing that I struggle with a lot is that our soil here is not good. And we've tried adding compost to it. We've done all the things and we just never really yield a lot. So this year is going to look a lot different for us. Not only am I busy with the bakery and I'm going to be doing farmers markets, but we are actually not planting a huge garden this year, which kind of makes my heart sad. But at the same time, we have to be realistic. And one thing that I thought would be nice is that if we just get a couple of like planters and we put them on our back deck, and then we can do, you know, just like planters. Like we don't have to have a huge garden. It makes me sad to say that because in years past we've had huge gardens, and we just put up a greenhouse last year, and the greenhouse, we didn't put anything in it. Nothing really worked. We were so busy with a new baby, and in the winter it broke. So I'm just going to take that down, that whole area that we made into a greenhouse. We're just going to kibosh and say we're not doing that this year. And that's fine. Like seasons change, we change, and you just have to kind of roll with that. But in preparation for that, we have to look through our seeds to see if we need to order anything because seeds sell out super fast. I have a bunch left over and I save a lot of seeds too. So we probably won't even need to order anything. If I need something, I might go to a local greenhouse. But here I have a lot of sunflowers, and I have a whole thing of zinnias. I have more sunflowers. So I am going to plant some sunflowers out front. These are also sunflowers. So these three are Johnny seeds, selected seeds. These are sunflowers. And then I have just like a little pack of zinnias. I think I just got these from like Walmart or something. And then in here, I have a whole bunch of seeds. So these are beets. We are huge fans of beets. They have so many healthy properties. So we will be planting beets. And then I have these beans. We love beans, so we'll be doing those. I have a ton of seeds. They pack up so small, and I always forget every year. These are ones that I've saved. It's probably not the best way to save them, but they work. So I have peppers, heirloom tomatoes, peppers, Carmen peppers, which I love, cherry tomatoes, and Ace 55. So we're good on tomatoes. I have parsnips, peas, carrots are good, radish are good. We have a lot of spinach. So I'm thinking about getting a couple green stalks and doing like a lettuce one. We'll see. So we have squash, kale, lettuce, cauliflower, broccoli, cucamelon. I did these for the first time this year. They're super fun, prolific. You will get so many of these, but we didn't really eat them all that much, if I'm being honest. Cucumbers, we eat a lot of. We don't really eat a ton of Brussels sprouts, but I'm gonna plant some. Squash, we are good on seeds. Beans, oh my goodness, I always forget. Oh, that's our timer. We'll go down in a second. I always forget how many seeds that I have. Bunch of peppers, bunch of tomatoes. We are so set on seeds. Lettuce, okra, more broccoli, kale. We're good. We don't need to order any seeds. These are all of my herbs. I have been using this company now for a few years. I forget the name of them. I'll link all this stuff so you guys can Spade and Fork. The only thing that stinks about their seeds is their packets aren't really resealable. So if you open them, you kind of have to like fold them and really hold them tight so that the seeds don't go bad. But they are really, really good organic seeds. So I have all kinds of herbs in here: parsley, basil, arugula, lemon balm, chive, cilantro, oregano, basil, rosemary, all of it. Peppermint, dill, sage, thyme. And I don't even know what that is. What is that? Lavender. So we got a bunch of seeds. I'm not worried about ordering any seeds. Actually, I just got the Johnny's catalog, which is why it kind of pops into my mind. So I wrote it down to check. if we needed anything, but we are so good for this year. I am going to really be holding back on my garden this year. It's just not something that I think we should be focusing on as much. Of course, we are as self-sufficient as possible. One thing that we really need to focus on this year is making sure that we get our pigs as soon as possible, because last year we were a little late to the game on that. And then we also need to get our chickens, our meat chickens, going ASAP too. So garden is going to be much, much different this year. Makes me kind of sad, but I think it'll be better to just scale it back a lot and focus in on what we're actually going to use. So seeds are done. All right, I have dough going, but I am still trying to redecorate, paint the house. So I have my paint down here. I started painting, if you guys can see, this wall. So this wall compared to that one. So I need to just keep painting, and then we had to fix some spots on here. This wall's also gonna get painted that same color. So I need to get up in there. Pretty sketchy, but I'm gonna do that, hopefully get that done today. I want to paint these stairs this color too, get rid of the white and then paint this. So that's my goal today. And then up here, that all needs painted too. So hopefully I can get that done within the next 2 hours. Well, I feel like I've kind of left you guys hanging. I put in my earbuds and was just painting away. So let me flip you around so you can see. So I got this little area done. I started to do the ceiling, well, because we decided to paint the ceiling this color. Our ceiling is popcorn, which I hate, but whatever. Andrew said he can get up in here and paint like all this stuff that I couldn't really reach. And then all of this was touched up. I did miss some spots, so I came back through and did that. And then our stairs, I did paint all of this the same color. It's hard to tell, but you can see the difference. Like here is like the white trim, and so it is more of like a cream color. This wall we are repairing. It's a disaster right now. Once that's repaired, I'm gonna bring the color up here, and then I am getting rid of these old windows. I'm going to paint this the same cream color for now, and then maybe we'll get some fun wallpaper for here. So things are really starting to come together in this space, which I am starting to really enjoy. So up here, this wood, I'm going to paint to the cream color as well, and then we're going to get the trim that's going to match our new flooring. We just bought flooring over the weekend, and it's that floor right there. I'm pretty sure it's something similar to that. So it's not going to be this gray anymore. It's going to be more of like a darker color, and I think it'll warm up the space really well. So I still have a ton to do, but I am loving how everything looks so fresh and so pretty. All right, guys. Well, I am going to pick up my kids. We got through everything that was pretty much on our to-do list today. Bread is still cooling. It's not quite ready to be bagged. So I'm going to bag that. And in the next video, I'm going to talk to you guys about labeling, everything that I use to label and package my bread. I think it's really important to find something that you can create on your own, so that you're not running to the store to get labels printed, or you're not relying on another source for your labels. So we'll talk to you in the next one about that. Remember, everything is in the description below. Links for all the stuff, links for LMNT, AG1, all that in the description. So make sure to check that out. If you guys aren't already, please subscribe to the channel. Send me your questions, comments. I love seeing you guys interact. This channel has definitely been like a dream come true for me. I've been working really hard on content for years, so finally having a little bit of momentum has been so fun. So I am so thankful for everyone who watches my videos. Thank you so much, and I will catch you in the next one. Bye, friends.